All right, sorry, the video cuts me off a little bit, but here we go. So write an inequality expressing that Andre wants to make at least $68. So we had said that at least means that he can make a greater amount of money, but we don't want him to make less than $68. So greater than or equal to. And we already know that the amount of money he makes is represented by this expression, the 3n plus 25. So here we have an inequality, but it's a little more complex than the inequalities that we've been looking at, like n is greater than 15 or n is less than or equal to 2, whatever it is. This is a two-step inequality, kind of like the same verbiage we use for equations, one and two-step equations. So it says, write an inequality to describe the number of subscriptions Andre must sell to reach his goal. So if I look back here, it looks like he needed 15, but we said he could have more than that. So I would write this as n, or the number of subscriptions, has to be greater than or equal to 15. Now, in the next thing we're going to look at, we'll see how the way that we get to this, notice how we solved it just like an equation. So if I threw that greater than or equal sign in there, I would still solve this inequality the same exact way. So what I'm going to have you guys do is complete number 2 for this on your own, just a few questions. It's very similar to the one we just did, just a different context. And when you're done with that, you're going to move on to the next activity, which is in the same assignment. Let me show you where it is again, right here, called Working with Inequalities, where we're going to be looking at how can you actually go through the process of solving these. And this is what your IXL is focusing on this week as well. So the first page should be pretty self-explanatory. Just rewrite the inequality. That pretty much means put the variable first. So this one I might want to write a is less than 8 instead of 8 greater than a. You always want that variable to be first. Put it in words, graph it, name a point. So for example, 7 is less than 8. And then check that it works. So actually plug it in and substitute it in. So I'll let you guys work on that first page on your own. But I want to focus on the second page. Often you will need to solve an inequality before graphing it. This is almost like solving an equation. Undo what's been done to the variable. We have done this before. So if I rewrite, for example, this first one, 3x is greater than 12. I'm still going to just draw a line down that inequality symbol and solve it like I would if it was an equal sign. Divide both sides by 3, and I get x is greater than 4. Same thing here. I would write x greater than 4 in words. You can type it in so you don't have to actually draw. Say it in words, graph it, pick a point that works, and then check it. When you check it, I would suggest checking it with the original inequality to make sure you solved correctly. So I would do, say I'm testing out 5. 3 times 5 is 15 is greater than 12. So I know that works. Let me make sure there's not any other. Yeah, that should work. So I'm going to have you guys finish this on your own. Try to get through as much as you can and be really productive with finishing that. If I have to post another video tomorrow, we'll see. Fingers crossed I get back in there as soon as possible. But as always, guys, just send me an email, send me a remind message. Try your best to work through this with each other. I don't mind if you work in groups, but really be productive because I'm going to be checking Google Classroom to make sure that you're getting this stuff done. If it's more helpful for you to print it out or write it down on paper and send me a picture of it or upload a picture, that's fine too. Whatever works best for you guys as long as you are being productive. All right. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you guys soon.